Hello. Today I'm going to be talking about finding your fitness match. I'll introduce myself. So my name's Cheryl Best. I'm trained as a nutritional therapist and a yoga teacher, and I'm diagnosed with chronic illnesses, and I write and speak about health and wellness. Okay, so this podcast is based on a post that I've written, which will be sitting on my Substack newsletter, and it's called "Finding Your Fitness Match: Why Choosing an Exercise Regimen is Like Dating." Okay, so I will talk through the post. There'll be bits where I'll be reading through the post, and then there'll be parts where I'll be just talking a little bit more. So if you do read the post, this podcast will be very, very different to what you'll be reading. Okay, so don't settle. And when I'm talking about don't settle for finding one place and sticking with it. So you might be going out there and you may have found a gym that's very close to your home. And so you go to this gym, which is very close to your home because of that reason. You might not be enjoying the gym. You might not like the environment of the gym, but you're just settling for the gym because it's the closest option. And at this present moment, you might feel that that's your only option, is to go to this one place. And I'm saying, don't settle. Right. So I love watching reality TV programs. I'm admitting it, and I don't care. I love watching these programs. I think it's the psychology of the people on these programs. I love ogling at these people, immersed in what makes these people tick. I love the quirky and unique people who tend to be on these programs. And often I question if these people are for real. Do people act like this? Anyway, recently I've been big on relationship programs, and I don't know if you're like this as well. So I'm going off topic, but I absolutely love these relationship programs like Love is Blind and Married at First Sight. And I absolutely love Married at First Sight Australia. That is the one. That is the one for me. So I really like those kind of relationship programs. I'm kind of tying in these relationship programs with kind of fitness and finding a place to go when it comes to fitness and not settling. Anyway, so when it comes to these programs, it's about looking outside of your usual types. Choosing a partner is not based on looks, it's based on personality instead. Before being on these programs, the list of requirements that these people have for the ideal partner is absolutely huge. So they've got to have the person with the right colour hair, the right colour eyes, the right height, the right fingers and toes. They've got to live this perfect life and earn the perfect amount of money. And I do look at these things, and I don't know if it's me coming from being 47 now, and I've been in the same relationship with the same person since I was 20. And I don't know, maybe you just settle when you get to a certain time. I don't know, but like I found him when I was 20, and yeah, he met all my requirements. But then I look at these programs, and I don't know if it's just a different time, because I'm talking in the 90s when I met the person that I'm with now. I don't know if it's different now because we're in 2024, so the requirements now are a lot higher. But yeah, I do think, my gosh, where are these people going to find these perfect people? Do these people exist? These people that are in their head, this list, does it exist? But yeah, they do have such a high list of requirements. So on these programs, the scroll of requirements, it's out the door. If you go on these programs, you've got to be prepared to strip back, and because a lot of the requirements, really, you've got to have that mindset that you've got to choose this person based on their mind and based on their personality, which really is how it should be. But can you find happiness in finding a like-minded partner? Can this be achieved? Now, for a small amount of people, these partner matches work, but for many, these matches are doomed. And a lot of times when I watch these things, and then say it's Married at First Sight, and then they meet at the altar and everything else, and you just think, no, why have they matched these two people together? This isn't the right relationship. Why have they done it? So this post is about relationships. Okay, sort of like about relationships. And why I'm tying this in is because you see that a relationship expert is not going to work for the majority of people that go on these programs, because these people just know what they like. It's so embedded in them that it's almost impossible to kick it out of them. So these people, really, they have to kiss a few frogs and stumble upon their prince or princess. And so when you're trying to find an exercise regime, you've got to do the same. You've got to kiss a few frogs too. We've grown up with that, haven't we? We've grown up with thinking that, we've got to find a few people before we find the one, and it's exactly the same really when it comes to fitness and comes to exercise. So when it comes to exercise, when it comes to fitness, you really have to kind of shop around and find the right gym or find the right form of exercise And it's kind of exactly the same way as when you're trying to find a partner, finding the one. We need to try several things until we find the one exercise regime that will marry. And for me, I've been married to yoga for 24 years. And before I found yoga, yeah, I did the whole gym thing. I mean, I didn't like the gym, but in some ways I did like the gym. But the environment of the gym that I went to back then wasn't suitable for me. Recently, about a year ago, I started going to a gym, and I found this gym, and it was really, really nice and affordable. And again, I had to shop around and look around for different chains within this gym in different areas, because I went to the same gym but in a different area, and I didn't enjoy it there. And then I decided to move and go to another area, and I liked the environment of that gym. And it's not just purely because of the gym and the aesthetics, because the aesthetics of the gym was exactly the same as the other gym. It was the environment, and I have to say, the people that were there, I felt a bit more comfortable. People were more around my age group, and I found it more comfortable going to that gym. So you have to look at things like that, and that's exactly the same as when you're going out trying to find a partner. You're not going to find a partner that makes you feel uncomfortable. You're going to find this person that makes you feel loved and comfortable, and you love being around them, and you want to be around them all the time, sort of thing. And it's got to be the same when it comes to your fitness, because you've got to be doing this thing a few times a week. And so you've got to find something that you're in love with. You've got to find something that you're going to stick with. If you go somewhere and it's not feeling comfortable, then you're not going to stick with it. So yeah, so really go out there and try different things, try different classes. It might be that the gym thing with working with weights is not for you. So it might be a class environment where you've got music blazing and you've got routines of exercises that you're doing, and that might suit you more. So you've got to try the exercises and find the things that that you gel with. So I stumbled across yoga, and we've lasted longer than most marriages. So don't feel that you have to settle. Don't feel that you have to accept a style of exercise if it doesn't suit you, if it's not feeling comfortable for you. Or for me, having chronic illnesses, because I did say earlier, I started going to the gym, and I was absolutely enjoying it. Really loved this gym that I was going to. And then we're in June now. In February, I've been struck down with slip discs in my neck and in my lower back, and I've had issues with my spine for quite some time. But this last one here has been pretty debilitating, and so I've had to stop going to the gym, and I've had to think about the gym and think, well, I don't think the gym's suitable for me, even though I really enjoyed it. So you've got to look at those kind of things. It might be that you find an exercise and you're really enjoying it, but that exercise is not right for you. Like being in a relationship, being in a toxic relationship, and you might love that person, but really, is it worth staying with that person because that person is just toxic and they're not helping you? So you have to do all of those kind of things as well. Weigh up those. Is it worth sticking with this thing if it's causing me more pain? If it's inflicting pain on me, why should I stick with it? So think about those things as well. So it might be that the building isn't right. It might be that there's too many people there. It might be that the people there aren't your match, which I've already spoken about. And it might, like I said, it might be that the style of exercise doesn't suit your body. So if that is the case, move on. I'm having to move on, and I've had to really come to terms with that. Maybe the gym's not right for me. It's not helping me. So it's time to move on. And I've started back up walking again. And my walks are not great, big, long, huge walks. Sometimes it's 5 minutes, sometimes it's 10 minutes, sometimes I might manage 20 minutes. But at the moment, I'm finding that the walks are helpful. If I had gone back to the gym in the state that I'm in now, it wouldn't have been a good idea. So you've got to really try things out. So treat this like dating. Go out and date a few gyms and date a few classes until you find the love of your life. Because exercise has to be enjoyable, and exercise is fantastic for your health. It's going to help your health. If you are diagnosed with diseases or illnesses, finding something that can help you, it's going to be so beneficial. But you've got to find that right thing, and you might have to try a few things before that happens. But exercise, it has to be something that becomes a part of you. And it will be, because if you're needing to do this a few times a week, it has to be something that you enjoy, and that's got to be something that is a part of you. It's part of your life, a partnership. So what you choose should be something that will be with you for a lifetime. So don't go settling for something that doesn't feel right. Go out there, find your match, and kiss a few frogs. Shop around until you find the right style of exercise for you. So that's my message for today, because it can be quite easy to think, well, I've got a gym that's just like 5 minutes down the road. I'll just go to that gym and just settle and go there, even though you might absolutely hate it. And you have to look at all these things, you know, the environment of the place. Maybe that's not suitable. The style of a class, that might not be suitable. And even for things like yoga, there's so many different styles of yoga, and you have to try these different styles before you stumble across the one particular type of yoga that you love. So for me, it's been Ashtanga yoga and Hatha yoga, and they're very different beasts, different styles of yoga. But even within the yoga world, you know, I've had to shop around to find the style that I like, that suits me. And so you know, you have to do that. It might be with certain different classes. And you know, it might be CrossFit, for instance, which is very different to maybe other styles of exercise. It might be that that's the thing for you. So yeah, shop around. Don't feel that you need to settle, and try things out. Be open to trying things, and then just see how you get on. Okay, so I will finish it there. So you have a fantastic day, and as always, I will be back on here very soon. Enjoy your day. Bye bye for now.